there are so many types and versions and flavors of MBA programs. We were interested to find out to what extent they actually shared core curricula, shared similarities, and actually shared resources in a way that made them more efficient perhaps than might otherwise be the case if they'd grown up as all separate things. What we found is that as between full-time MBA program, part-time MBA program, and MBA programs, just to start with, that there was some overlap, some reasonable levels of overlap between the first two, part-time and full-time, but executive MBA programs, as you might guess, are pretty far afield. The growth of the new versions of programs, one-year programs, online programs, and so on, actually seems to be showing that there's less and less convergence or less and less crossover and more divergence when it comes to the core curricula of these programs. So to the extent that we were hoping there'd be big overlap and great efficiencies and wonderful synergies that existed, it appears as though there's some of it, but not maybe as much as we would have hoped. What's really happened in just the last 10 years, some might even argue in the last 6 or 7 years where it's really started to pick up, is we've seen an extraordinary, even an explosive growth in the number and the variety and the type of specialized master's programs. So we wanted to take a look at the same question as it related to those SMPs, or specialized master's programs. How able were the schools to cross over and use existing curricula to populate these new programs? If there were efficiencies, that would be outstanding. And if there were synergies, meaning that some of the new courses would cross back over into some of the existing programs, then you've got really a nice kind of a dual benefit going forward. But what we found in our research is that even as related to the small level of crossover with within the MBA programs, there's even less within the specialized master's programs. In the near future, you're going to see schools that are going to have to start thinking about what they want to stop doing if they want to start doing something new. It's not like it's an elastic waistband or a balloon that can just be blown up so large and keep adding programs. At some point, the reality of the resource constraints is going to catch up, and so to the extent you have a great new idea, you may have to dismiss something that may have run its course already.